Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name's Kat. As always, thank you for stopping in. Today I thought we would do something fun. I thought we would do another verses. I did a couple verses in the past. You can check those videos out. I'll link them down below. We're gonna try to do the same eye look with two very different palettes from two YouTubers that happen to be good friends. So we're gonna take the LAURALEE NUDIE2 palette and we're gonna take the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette and try to make this same look, obviously on two different eyes, see how they work out. I absolutely love both of these palettes and I'm always grabbing for them. What kind of inspired this video was that I watched a couple of TikToks with Laura and Manny. I thought, oh, those guys are the two best friends, like the two most bestest friends ever, and I just freaking love their vibe, so I thought, hey, why not?
And we're the three best friends that anybody could have. We're the three best friends that anyone could have.
So we're gonna actually start with the LAURALEE NUDIE2 palette. So I bought this on launch day. It was 36 bucks. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got 10 different eyeshadows in it. And it's super gorgeous. It has been used, so mind like the follow that's me. Then we're gonna take the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse palette from MANNYMUA, and it's got 15 shades in it, and it was $48. Once again, please mind the muck on it, that is me. I use these so much, I find they're my go-tos. If we put these two palettes in side by side, like how are we gonna make this work? But I see some browns, and maybe the low cut might work, and with this line right in here, and maybe we'll get some similarities out of the gold in there, so I'm really hoping that we can create the same eye look, two different palettes, two different people, two different influencers. So this will be a versus challenge between the two. So we're gonna go into the LAURALEE palette first, and I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna go in with Patootie. I'm gonna take it on a fluffy brush. And then with the Lunar Beauty, I'm gonna go into Summer Sky with a different fluffy brush. I love the mirror on Manny's palette a lot better. I understand why it's there. He's got a bigger shade range and obviously a bigger palette. I do love Laura's as well. Then I'm gonna go into Low Cut from the LAURALEE palette, and I'm just gonna pack that in my outer corner of my eye. The thing I love about both of these palettes is that they are creamy and they're very blendable, like equally the same amount of blendability out of both palettes. There isn't like a win-lose situation here. This is just something fun, like a little versus between the two to see if we can get the same look out of two very, very different palettes. I'm gonna mix three of these together. I'm gonna mix Earthbender, Summer Sky, and Sandstorm, just kind of a little dab of each, more Summer Sky than the two of them. And we're just gonna tap in that outer corner again on the Lunar Beauty side, just to try to give it that same look as the Nudie side. The reason why I trust influencers, certain influencers a lot, I've followed both Lori and Manny for a very, very long time on their journeys, and I super appreciate both of their honesties and their opinions, and I always feel like I can trust them. There's a couple of influencers out there that I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I can trust you. So I don't bother with the other influencer palettes, things like that. I like who I like, and that is it. But you can like who you like too, so that's not saying you don't like someone or not. Just like who you like. So I'm gonna go back into the LAURALEE palette, and I'm just gonna take just a touch of Risque, just a touch, and some more Low Cut, and we're just gonna try to pack that in to kind of achieve the same color. I also bought one of Laura's brushes. This is the L16. It's a super tiny brush. I should have bought more of these, and I should have bought some of Manny's, now knowing like some of the things I know about the brushes. I just haven't got around to ordering them. I will definitely get on that. So I'm gonna take a Lush, I'm gonna take a touch of Skimpy and more Lush than Skimpy and put that on the inner corner of my eye. I should have wet this brush now with my finger. Ooh, this is gonna be a toughie. I'm gonna take a little dab of Desert Sky. I'm gonna take a dab of Gold Dust and like a touch of Flare and see if we can kind of get the same gold look, which we are achieving. I always like to tap anything with glitters in, just because I feel like I get like the coverage I want and the look I'm trying to achieve. But overall it's, you know, it's coming together pretty good. I'm gonna take a fluffy clean brush and just kind of make sure that there's no real hard lines. So guys, I think we've accomplished the same look with 2 different palettes from 2 different influencers. This was a little versus. I'm gonna go put some lashes, mascara, and eyeliner on, and I'll be right back. I zoomed you guys in because I wanted you to see how close of a eye look we could get with 2 very, very different palettes. This one being LAURALEE NUDIE2 palette, and this one being MANNYMUA Eternal Eclipse palette. They are totally different palettes. They do have some of the same tones and some of the same colors within them, and I just thought this would be super, super fun to do kind of a versus between the 2. The other things I bought from both of these influencers, I bought a LAURALEE lipstick in the color Topless, and I bought a Lunar Beauty Aurora lip gloss. They are 2 very different colors, obviously, but you know, since we've gone this far, we might as well put them on together because those 2 just scream to me as like the bestest friends in the world. Like I can just see, what's that show, The Hangover?
We're the 3 best friends that anyone can have, and we'll never, ever, 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 ever leave each other.
Where he's singing in the back seat. One of the biggest things I appreciate by both of these influencers is that they really think about their product. Like their applicators on their lipsticks, lip glosses are amazing. Because they are the 2 best friends, we're gonna layer these up together. So I took LAURALEE's Topless and MANNYMUA's Aurora. Some of the biggest differences between these palettes are Laura's is so romantic feeling. It's got all this like romanticism in the color tones and the color story, which I appreciate very much because you always need to have kind of a romantic palette. And then we've got Manny's palette, which has got some super, super bold colors and some other choices. Look how dirty this is, how gross. But anyway, it's got some super, super beautiful colors in it, but there are some similar tones in it, which I really, really appreciate. The golds I found were really hard to kind of not necessarily match, but kind of create another color similar to the other color. So that was kind of more difficult for me. But overall, I think this was a super fun versus. So thank you all for stopping in. My name's Kat. As always, it's good to see ya. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you guys again soon.